Hi y'all! So today I am making a recipe I've never made before, so you guys can come right along with me. Um, this recipe calls for chicken breasts. I do not typically like chicken breasts because they are so dry. But since this recipe has lots of sauce, those are my for sale chicken cutlets I got. I decided to do this. Now, I buy a lot of meat on sale and I freeze it. Pardon the shakiness of my camera stand. Um, and then I use it in a recipe. So I'm gonna season this with basil first, garlic powder, which I use very liberally on my little top sauce, but it don't even matter because I put a whole lot anyway. So there you go. Food is medicine to me. So garlic is very good for you. Oregano. Your basic Italian seasoning. Now, the recipe called for Italian seasoning mix. I didn't have any, but I know typically these are the Italian seasons. So you brown them on both sides. And I don't think it really matters if it's cooked through and through. Well, mine was cooked through and through, but if you're going to leave it in a sauce a while and let it cook more, you don't have to be as picky about it being cooked all the way through. I'm just shuffling these around because, one side of the pan is hotter than the other one, and I just want to get some even cooking. So now I am going to saute some onions and minced garlic. This is my $1.25 tree store garlic, and I love it because it's still cheaper than garlic in the store. So as long as it's still $1.25, I'm gonna keep getting it. So that's the orzo this is gonna go over. Okay, so you're gonna cook them until the onions are translucent, which means you can see through them. So next there is the sun-dried tomatoes. Now, a couple of the recipes that I looked at, they call for tomato oil, and I was like, what? But I just dumped the whole thing in there because the sun-dried tomatoes were made in oil, so that was a twofer. And I'm just stirring this up. Okay, so now this was my addition, and it is bacon bits, and I canned up some bacon bits a couple of weeks ago. So that's going in there because bacon is making. And this is some chicken broth that I had canned a couple of weeks ago. And I'm not using the whole thing, but I'm using a lot. So chopped spinach, and I popped that in the microwave to thaw it some. It'd probably be better to use fresh spinach, but I had chopped, so fresh spinach just looks prettier to me in dishes. So heavy whipping cream, and that is so pretty in that pan. So I put in some heavy whipping cream. And I'm just going to stir that right on up. And it's so pretty. Now this recipe is called Marry Me Chicken. Okay. So I added some salt, and I went back and added some more of the same seasoning. So you have to add Parmesan cheese. Now I forgot all about this until my son came in the kitchen and said, "Is cheese in it?" And I was like, "Word." So I had to get out my Parmesan and mix that in there. And I'm glad I didn't put a lot of salt because Parmesan can be a little salty. And I'm stirring up the sauce. So this is pretty much the finished sauce, and it is so good. Even if I didn't put any chicken in there, that could have just gone on some pasta just like that, and that would have been just fine. So I'm putting my chicken breasts back into the sauce so they might simmer and get merged, because like I said, chicken breast, yuck. And this is the finished product. I hope y'all liked it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.